Welcome to episode 7 of My Buddy Has a Podcast. We're coming at you live from inside of a fucking closet,
As usual.
as always. Chris, we just got done with playing a video game. Well, not a video game. I'm fucking stupid. I'm tired.
It's like almost the opposite of a video game, bro. Come on.
It's a card game. We finished playing a game of Magic the Gathering, and I'm trying to get Chris into Magic the Gathering, and I'm trying to get myself back into Magic the Gathering. It's like one of those stories where it's like the old pro is teaching the young rookie,
Yeah.
but he's also getting into it at the same time. And this will all end in Chris getting the shit beat out of him, but we learn a lesson.
I did get the shit beat out of me this time we played.
I just bought a new deck from the new expansion. I forget exactly what it's called. But Chris had an old deck from, I forget was expansion? I think it was 2 expansions ago. The middle reference here is Shadow over Innistrad.
Yeah, I think I got that deck over the summer.
So that was like summer 2016.
Yeah, it was...
God, that was a while ago. I beat him. Mine's a green-white deck. He's a red-white deck.
Yeah.
It was a fun game, though. I think, Chris, do you like Magic?
I think that I like it. I just don't understand it yet. It reminds me a lot of Hearthstone, which I do understand.
Fucking
But
love Hearthstone.
Hearthstone does all the technical stuff for you, like showing you that you obviously can't hit with this and all this stuff. Where Magic, you have to know all those little details.
Yeah, it gets the rules out of the way for you because it's digital, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Chris also just re-downloaded Hearthstone.
Yeah, playing Magic got me fired up to play Hearthstone, so...
Fired up to go far away.
Whew.
I love that album. I'm still on a tear with that album. I was listening to it before you picked me up.
Yeah, I was on a tear with that album, but then something else came out that I'll talk about soon.
Oh, we got suspicion and mystery, and there's gonna be a murder. Stay tuned. You playing any games recently?
The only games I've really been playing recently, I just finished Super Hot,
Oh,
which
hell
was
yeah.
super good.
Super good.
I've been playing Broforce some more, and you just made me download... What is it called again?
Oh, it was like Circuit Breakers?
Circuit Breakers, and I haven't played it yet, but I did download it.
Oh my god, Circuit Breakers is so much fun.
I don't even know what the game is. I just downloaded it because you're like, download this, it's $2. And I was like, okay.
So Circuit Breakers is a top-down shooter where you shoot a bunch of fucking robots, and they're little cute boys. Cute boy robots.
So would you say it's a little bit like Enter the Gungeon?
It's more stupid than Enter the Gungeon, I would say. There's like one track of techno playing in the background just blasting, and you got like 8 different characters with 8 different weapons. And there's this really cool mechanic where it's like you constantly are filling up this bar because you kill things and blue little pills come out of them and you collect those, and that's energy. You shoot and you expend a little bit of energy, so you're leveling up your weapon, getting that better, and every time you shoot you're getting it closer to being downgraded.
Okay.
So it's like you have to be smart with your shots. You got to pick your battles.
That's really cool. The way you describe that makes it sound like it would be really fun, but also frustrating playing with someone
hella
else. Because you'd be like, no, I want the kill. I have to level up. Fuck you.
Fuck you and your shotgun. I got a rocket launcher.
You'd be that friend that's like, no, you don't get any kills because I want to level up.
Oh, and you can also press shift to get an AoE to get them off your ass, which is really cool.
Rad.
And there's, I think, like 7 different characters. 7, 8.
Yeah, I was just trying to hook up a remote to it, and it didn't want to get my fucking remote, so I was like, fine. Whatever, I won't play right now, because I suck with a mouse and keyboard right now.
Fuck you, too.
Sorry.
Anything else you've been playing?
I don't think so. Just, wait, let me look. Fuck me.
Going through our notes.
No. Well, yeah.
I have been playing something. God, that was the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
And it came out of your mouth.
God damn.
I went over to my friend Dylan's house a few days ago, and he was falling asleep, so I was like, I'm gonna go through your Steam account. And I found this game called Papers, Please.
I'm gonna download a whole shitload of titty hentai games.
All your fucking money.
All your games are gonna be titty hentai. I'm gonna delete everything else.
I think he would like that.
Whoa, no. We're throwing shade now.
He likes genital jousting, so... That game, like,
genital jousting
hurts
is
my
like the
stomach
worst
to look
thing.
at it.
No, it's not even the visuals that I hate, except for like the weird dicks with buttholes.
It's the noises.
It's it's just like, ew, get them away from me. I don't want your weird dick buttholes, man. It looks like the fucking snake from Prometheus.
Oh no, you're so right though.
It's gonna attach to somebody's face, I swear. Ugh.
I've been playing Papers, Please a little here and there.
No, I can't get the sound out of my head.
No. But Papers, Please is a lot more serious than genital jousting. It's actually super duper intense and really stressful. Basically, you are, I don't know what the word is.
You are an immigrations checkpoint person.
Yeah, you're checking people's passports and seeing if they're okay to go in your country or not. And depending on how many people you let in or not let in depends on how much money you get, and you need that money to support your family by either buying food, buying heat, buying medicine if they're sick. So you're constantly like trying to be fast getting people through, but if you let someone through that's not supposed to go through, then you get penalized.
And it's really interesting because sometimes people come up to you and present bribes. There will be ways where it's like, if you were to detain this many people, you would get a little cut of it because the guard that's detaining people also makes some money, so he's incentivizing you to do that. So it's a lot of, are you going to be a terrible person to support your family or not?
Yeah, like I went through a dilemma or two where it was like, I let this husband through and he said, be nice to my wife. And then the wife didn't have the required stuff to go through.
God.
And it was like, do I let her through and get hurt or do I not let her through? And I didn't let her through.
Like with
I'm
my,
awful.
I think it was my second playthrough, I knew that was coming. So I was like trying to play extra good so that I could have a pass.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't dock my pay, but at the same time I could let her go.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. I love that game.
There's also this guy that always comes up to you with like a poorly hand-drawn passport. And he's like, please let me in. And you're like, no. And he's like, oh, you don't like passport? I'll come back later.
It's like the first time it was drawn in fucking crayons.
Yeah. And I'm just really tempted to let him in to see what happens.
I want to do that with my passport. I want to go to like Asia and just be like, here's my passport, and it's fucking construction paper and crayon. Sir, you just go.
Just go.
Just go. If you're that dedicated
A
to bust
for
out the
effort,
crayons.
fuck.
But Chris, you actually have been playing another game besides Papers, Please.
Fire Emblem?
No, you've been in
No.
my game, bitch.
Oh.
Green Giant. But I recently got into XCOM Enemy Unknown, and I put Chris in my game because the best part of XCOM is always making your friends and watching them die.
Oh, fuck you.
I put my buddy John, Cassidy, my girlfriend, and you in so far because I can't think of anybody else because I don't have too many friends.
Yeah, fuck you. You have no friends.
Fuck
No
you!
life.
That's the worst thing you've ever said to me. The worst.
Podcast is over. End the episode
Podcast
now.
I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm going.
You're really struggling to get out.
We're in a closet, Chris.
I am blocking the fucking door. I want to
finish this
stay in the
podcast.
closet with you.
I'll finish this podcast. Fine.
Isaiah and I are going to stay in the closet for now. Don't tell anyone.
Yep. Closet, sweet closet.
You got a flannel on your shoulder.
I've got a flannel on and on my shoulder. There's more flannels than meets the eye. But XCOM is I don't know, it's not hex-based. It's a grid-based not multiplayer. It is multiplayer, though. A grid-based, class-based strategy game where you have up to 6 units. I only have 4 right now because I don't have the required stuff to get up to 6.
Because you don't have any friends.
Wow! We're just going to drill that one in. How many friends do you... Oh, wait, you have work. Shit. You have work friends.
Alright, go on.
Fuck you. Now I feel bad. And then delete this entire episode and just be like, here, Chris, here's 1 second.
No,
It's just...
I'm kidding. I love you.
Wow. You know, yeah, they say this closet's only like 4x5, but I feel there's a lot more space between us now.
That was smooth.
I'm picking up on Bailey. But it's a grid-based strategy game. You are a part of the XCOM unit. You're a secret undercover government anti-alien thing. When aliens fucking invade, you've got to hoss up and you got to go around the world. And it's really interesting because the game will present you with a bunch of different places you can go, and they're all being attacked by aliens at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you go to one of them, you reduce their threat level, their panic level. And if you don't go to others, their panic level goes up. So if you have a really high panic level, they'll start pulling away funding from XCOM. So you've got to manage people's things. You got to make sure you're not losing really important people that are giving you a lot of money. It's really super customizable. You can research certain armors, weapons, just new things you can use in battle, arc throwers that can capture aliens so you can study them and get more research done. Build new facilities so that you can make new things. Like you need a certain number of engineers so you can make a certain armor, so you have to build more engineering areas. You have to keep the place lit, so you need to buy energy places, which are taking up spaces, where you also need to build laboratories so you can have more scientists, so you can do more research. It's fucking stressful, dude.
Like, just hearing you talk about this, it looks like you want to rip your hair out.
And that's not even the battles, because you got to make sure, like, almost constantly that everybody's in cover, and you need to make sure people are watching people using the Overwatch skill, which means, like, if an alien passes within their zone, they shoot at them at a reduced accuracy. You could hit and kill them before they make their way over. You got to make sure people aren't going to get blindsided or clamped in by a couple of... It's really fucking stressful. And then sometimes they throw in time limits, like turn limits. They throw in other objectives besides clear shit out. They throw in civilians that you have to protect.
Holy shit.
It's stress the game, but I love it.
Stress the game.
I gave you a really cool goatee, and you're a sniper. So you're my sniper boy, goatee boy.
And I wear a maroon one piece.
Hell yeah. You walk in with a leotard and a sniper rifle, and that's all you got.
I hope my dick's hanging out.
You hear that, aliens? You hear that? That's the sound that lets them know that Chris is there.
I'll be playing the genital jousting soundtrack in the background.
Does it even have a soundtrack?
I don't
or is it just
know.
like gross undulating penises running
Do you think
around?
they masturbated with a mic next to each other?
Oh my god, I don't even want to think about that. How is that game on Steam? But wait, they have like titty games on Steam. Why not dick games? Get some more dick games on Steam. I'm looking at you, Rockstar.
Oh no.
They already had the Ballad of Gay Tony, and they had a penis in it, so why not more penis?
Please.
I don't know how to transition this to Fire Emblem, but Fire Emblem Heroes came out.
Fire Emblem Heroes does not suck dicks. It's a good game.
Fire Emblem Heroes has penises in it. Let's talk about that.
Men equals penis. Penis equals video game. Video game equals Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem Heroes equals, it's a really good game.
I only went through the tutorial, but I really liked it.
They have characters from all through the Fire Emblem games, start to finish, and you get them by collecting enough orbs, and then you get a random character, and you get a random star count for them, which is like how good they are. And it's like that's kind of the standard model, but you get very simplified Fire Emblem gameplay. Things don't break. There's no crits in this game, and there's not really too much of a story. It's basically like you run into classic Fire Emblem character TM, and they say, "Oh man, I've heard either that you guys are weak or strong, but I'm gonna fight you anyway." And it's like either, "Oh yeah, I was either correct or incorrect. See you next time," and then you fight him again.
So it's just a bunch of fighting minigame type stuff.
It basically.
Yeah, which is good. The only problem I have is I think it uses data while you're playing.
It does use data, and another point against it, I think, is that there are still fucking friend codes. But I think that lets you go across devices, which is like, but at the same time,
But like
I wish you could just search usernames. Honestly.
Yeah. Or it could just link with like,
Your
I
Club
probably
Nintendo?
wouldn't link it with my Facebook, but just something like that. Then I'd be like, oh, all these people I know play it.
Yeah.
But no, now I have to find a fucking friend code.
Yeah, you have to text your friend a screenshot, or you have to like painfully go between two apps, and it's just like,
Nintendo's weird about that shit, man.
Yeah, Nintendo, please change that for your Switch console. Like, that's coming up soon. Please don't do the friend codes thing. This is annoying as shit.
True.
I just want to search up somebody's friend code. Like, not friend code. God damn it. You got me in a stitch, Nintendo. Speaking of getting got, Brutal Doom. Got with Brutal Doom. This is now the Doom podcast. Hi, my buddy has a Doom.
My buddy has a Doom. We talked so much about the last Doom game. So much.
So let's talk about another Brutal Doom game.
Woo!
Chris? I downloaded Brutal Doom a couple of months ago, and I wanted to talk about it because, Doom 2016 is so influenced by it. That seemed like a good topic for the podcast.
I don't have Brutal Doom yet. Downloading Doom on Mac sounds complicated as fuck. I was trying to look up how to do it, and I'm like, oh, I'll do that later.
Like, you need to download, like, a weird bootstrap, and I don't fucking know. I don't know.
It wasn't having me down. It was having me download like a few other things, and I was just like,
I don't want to do this with my free time. I just want to shoot fucking demons.
yeah. So I was like, nope, I want to put on Hearthstone.
With Brutal Doom, it's very similar to Doom 2016, except it takes the original Doom sprites, pretties them up. Oh, excuse me. Pretties them up and adds a lot of new dynamacity to them. You can shoot out their arms, blow their heads off, blow off their legs, chest areas. You know, it's fittingly brutal. It's disgusting, but it's like the best kind of disgusting. And like sometimes they're like beholden, like the imps. You can shoot them with a shotgun, and they'll be like trying to put their organs back in. You can run up and kick them in the face, and their head will explode, and it's awesome. So
That
it's
sounds rad
it's
as
a lot of
fuck.
fun. It's a ton of fun. It's gory as shit, as the prefix brutal would denote, I think.
And that's exactly what we want from Doom.
I want something stupid and violent when I play Doom, and it's
With
really fucking
loud
hard.
ass heavy metal in the
Oh
background.
hell yeah! You like again? I think I've said this before, but shooting demons and heavy metal are just like things that God put together for a reason. It's like, you know, that I think it's, I don't know if it's Greek, but no, it might have been Plato that said it. Where it was just like, you know, humans are born and they find their other halves, and it's like, oh man, that's cute. No, Brutal Doom, like gore and heavy metal.
Those
Those
are
are
the two halves.
the yin and the yang. They're coming together like a weird penis butthole into another penis butthole.
Stop.
I want that game, but it's like I don't know if I want to pay money for a novelty. You know what I'm saying?
You just want to have it see me like, hey, check this game out.
What if that was, you know how on Google when you don't have Wi-Fi going, they have the little dinosaur?
Yeah.
What if that was the game that played? It's like, oh, golly gee gum, I can't play.
I just because normally amongst friend groups you're announced for like knowing some pretty damn good games that we all need to play, right? I just imagine you going up to someone, let's say John, for instance,
You
and
ever
being
played
like,
genital jousting, bro?
no, you don't say the name though. You're just like, dude, I gotta show you this game on my laptop. What's it called? Just wait.
No, it's I got you the Steam key, dude. Just like
Oh
download
my
it.
god. And he's like, what the fuck is genital jousting?
Oh my god, we're literally like 5 years old. I was trying to loop this back into Metro 2033 somehow. I'm like, speaking of 5 years old, but I don't know when Metro 2033 released. Fuck.
So speaking of Metro 2033,
It's my favorite fucking thing right now. Honest to God. I got it from a big blowout winter sale. I think I talked about this last episode for Humble Bundle. And it came with Metro 2033 and Metro 20... No, not Metro 2033 again. Metro Last Light.
yeah.
And I played through Metro 2033 because I couldn't stop playing Metro 2033. I'm just going to say Metro from now on because saying 2033 is starting to get on my nerves. So I started playing Metro. It's about like 10 hours long. It's fucking good.
It's 10 hours long.
Yeah, it's
You beat
pretty
that
long.
game in like, it felt like it was really fast.
Because I was just on it. Like, that was my go-to game, and it's so weird because it's like one of those atmospheric shooters, but you just get into that world and you're fucking immersed in it. It's like the Metro becomes like for probably for you it's like comparable to like the world of Skyrim or something like that.
Yeah.
Just a world where you become part of it and you start to know it, and it's science fiction and melds it with a layer of fantasy. And it's really, really creepy sometimes because you're just skulking through the metro, or you're above ground, and you're just walking around and everything's coated because of the nuclear winter with thick snow and icicles, or just, they're not even icicles, it's just a sheet of ice coming down from a building. And every once in a while, I think it's the dark ones that are fucking with you, you'll see a hallucination of what it was before the nuke drops. And it's just really creepy and atmospheric, and every once in a while the music will just like die and all you're hearing is the wind outside, your own footsteps, your own breathing, because there's a really interesting mechanic. There's actually a lot of interesting mechanics. So for one, you need to have a gas mask, and the gas mask, it has a glass layer on it because I think it was 2013, no, 2033. Yeah, it was 2013 when the nukes dropped, so I guess it's still glass, I don't know. And getting attacked by things, it'll start to break.
Oh, okay.
And it'll start cracking, and it cracks progressively. And then you need to find a new gas mask because that one is unusable. And you also need to find filters so you can breathe. So you're constantly managing those resources, making sure you're not exploring for too long, and then you're going to run out of air, or trying to explore because you're about to run out of air, and you need to find a gas, like a filter, and you're going to fucking die, so you're just running around, you're replacing filters. And you have to do that in the middle of that, replace filters and shit. And there's another thing where it's military grade ammo is your currency, and that sets shit on fire when you use it in combat. So it's like really good stuff when you need it, but you're shooting away what you use to buy ammo and buy customization for your other weapons.
Jesus Christ.
And it all takes place in the metros under Moscow. And I don't know if this is a popular or unpopular opinion, I think that Russian accents lend themselves especially well to the apocalypse for some reason. Like, there's just something about the gruff, grungy, grody atmosphere that the Russian dialect lends itself so well to. I think it's great. And the story's fantastic. It's just, I might have talked about this in the last episode, but I'm going to go over it. Nukes drop over Moscow. Everybody runs to the metro. 40,000 people survive. 20 years later, you're Artyom. You're about 2021. And the mutants are kind of encroaching on your small settlement in the metro. Also, there's a new threat, a new strain of mutants called the Dark Ones. And then there's tall black creatures that can just fuck with people's heads. They're really powerful and you don't really know what they do. And they're encroaching on your station. They make people just go insane.
So you're just like, kill these fuckers. Kill them.
Yeah, so your goal is to kill the fuckers. So you're going over to this big station to ask for help, and they deny you. And you're just like, what the fuck? But luckily, there's another dude that's high up that's just like, also what the fuck? So he's like, all right, bro, I'm going to assemble a group, and I'm going to help you out. So I just described to you the first 2/3 of the game. I'm not going to spoil the rest. Metro Last Light picks up at literally right after the other game ends.
Oh, okay, cool.
And adaptation of a book also called Metro 2033, and it might be an adaptation of Metro 2035 as well, because Metro 2034 doesn't have Artyom in it, the main character of the first 2 games and the first and the third book. There's also a spin-off book. There's a comic that takes place in America for 2033, and I'm gonna get it all because I really love this universe. I really love it.
It's kind of like when we both got into Doom, and then we were like, all right, I need Brutal Doom. I need this Doom. I need this Doom.
I think I bought Doom 2 as well, and then I downloaded the Brutal Doom 64. And
yeah.
Doom is also a pit that I've gotten into. But I also got into this weird Russian post-apocalypse pit, and I bought 2 Stalker games as well, and I'm looking at a bunch of books from Russian apocalypse, and it's weird. That's my new aesthetic. So
Isaiah, the Russian apocalypse boy.
I'm gonna be an expert by the time this shit's done.
That's what your master's gonna be. Russian apocalypse.
That's so fucking specific. Oh my god, that's gonna be somehow more useless than my current major. But Chris, I got my big segment, so it's time for you to get your big segment.
Okay, so I took 5 or 10 minutes out of my day today and wrote like a page of notes on what I want to talk about with
Jesus
this.
fucking Christmas.
So just bear with me. Bear it.
Bears.
So, the Menzingers.
What about them?
They're a great fucking... I don't want to classify them as punk rock because I think that just lends them down to being like... Not to hate on these bands, but like Neck Deep. Or,
wow, you were into Neck Deep not a year ago.
I still like Neck Deep, but it lends it to be like they're in that neck deep type genre. When they're not, they're rock and roll, punk rock, kind of Bruce Springsteen. I don't know if I said that right.
Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah.
You fucking pleb.
Kind of around like that. So this album came out this last Friday, so February 3rd.
Oh, Jesus, that recent?
Yeah, and
Damn.
for 5 days now, I have listened to nothing but this album. I've listened to it at least 10 times. And I looked at my girlfriend today when I was on the car, and she kind of gave me this look like, we're listening to this again? What the fuck? And I was like, bear with me. This is what you're going to hear all fucking year like you did with Modern Baseball. Fucking pucker up, dude.
So this is going to be your Holy Ghost?
I'm assuming so, unless someone like Turnover comes out with a great-ass album, because this one blew my mind.
Because, and I remember this, Holy Ghost came out last January, was it? No, it wasn't January, it was May.
Yeah.
So way early in the year, a super good album comes out and you get obsessed with it.
Yep.
Damn.
This one's kind of like how it was with Pine Grove, where Pine Grove came out in like February, and I didn't put it down until Holy Ghost came out.
Jesus H, man. That's a good 3 months.
Yeah.
That's a good 3 months.
So, this album starts up with the song Tellin' Lies. And
Ooh, that starts with such a good fucking just guitar intro.
Yeah,
I love it.
I've heard some good, like, first songs of albums. This one, I don't think anyone tops it. It starts off with a super dumb rock and roll guitar riff. Like, when I say dumb, it's not like...
It's not like fucking Linkin Park.
Yeah, it's just...
Casting our hat out there, I don't like Linkin Park.
Oh.
I listened to that I Tried So Hard song on the radio one day just to, like, see if it was any good. And it's like, for 4 or 5 lines, the rapper didn't even rhyme. Not even once. And he's rapping.
I liked it when I was in high school.
Didn't we all?
Yeah. So, Tellin' Lies starts off super fun rock and roll riff, and you get really grungy fucking choppy vocals, like he's just singing in a fucking basement or something.
And this is the same band that released one of my favorite songs, I Don't Want to Be an Asshole Anymore.
Yeah, and I think I Don't Want to Be an Asshole Anymore was a really good opener too. This song just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the album. It's just going to be a fun-ass fucking rock album.
It's good. Let me just put in my 2 cents. I haven't listened to the full album yet, but that's good-ass car music.
It's so good.
That's good radio music.
I think the first time I listened to the album in full was in my car, but the first time I heard the song Tellin' Lies, I was about to edit the podcast, and I played this song because I was like, this album came out, I'm going to play a song or two, then edit, get pumped. And my jaw dropped, and I continued to listen to, like, half of the album. And I was like, wait, I gotta do something.
Didn't I have something to do, like, 30 minutes? Oh!
This album, like, once I start playing it, I can't put it down. It's infectious. I think after I listened to it last night for however many times, I just texted Isaiah with a shit ton of lyrics. Like, dude.
I was texting him with XCOM, and he was coming back with a Menzingers, and it was just... Probably the best worst combination of them all. It was like peanut butter and fucking tofu. I don't know.
Ew.
That was, again, best worst simile 2K17. Oh god, it's 2017.
So a lot of the lyrics on this album they kind of feel like they shouldn't work, but they work so well.
Highbrow, lowbrow.
Huh?
Highbrow, lowbrow.
Yeah. They're so good. So Tellin' Lies opens the song. I think the first lyrics are, everything is terrible when buying marijuana makes you feel like a criminal. And I love that line so much. It's like, shit, dude. Fucking, I can't buy this thing that's honestly not harmful, but I can do all this other shit. I don't understand. And I completely agree.
Well, not in Nevada anymore. We passed that shit. Woo! I mean, I don't think either Chris or I are going to really partake in that much. I don't know if at all, honestly.
I think it's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
It.
Like, I think a good chunk of that is going to our schools, and if you know anything about Nevada schools, we are somehow ranked 51st. And there are only 50 states in a territory. We are ranked below a territory that is currently impoverished in some places.
That's so bad.
Like, Puerto Rico is doing bad right now, and we're ranked below them. So everything's terrible when you buy marijuana and feel like a criminal.
Yeah. The next song, I just forgot the name, but I wasn't going to talk about it anymore.
It was the LA song?
No.
Damn it.
No.
Because that's a big song for you. You love that song.
Yeah. Third track off the album is Lookers, and this song came out in like...
Hey, Chris, you're a looker. See, you say I have no friends, and I call you beautiful.
Thank you.
Piece of shit.
This song came out like probably like September or October of 2016, and immediately was one of my favorite songs of the year. But then I kind of forgot about the Menzingers because it came out so early.
Mm-hmm.
And it's honestly probably in the top 2 or 3 best songs of the album, period. Like, they released a perfect single. They've released other singles to come off with this album, and I wasn't super hyped for the album at first because I was like, these singles aren't as good as Lookers. But I think I just realized it's because no song is as good as Lookers. Like,
no song is as good.
This song is just the embodiment of a perfect fucking single. It's really upbeat. Starts off really slow. I think the thing that I love about this song is it feels like with every verse, another guitar is added in. So it just gets louder and louder and louder.
And by our 72nd verse, it starts to get a little bit crazy, but...
And I love it. This whole album is really good at just... It's one that I think I can connect with more and more and more after every listen. And I just feel good while I'm listening to it. It doesn't make me feel sad. It doesn't make me overthink things or whatever. It's just something that's good to delve into and want to tear everything apart, but it's also good to just sit back and relax and not think about it.
So it's a great break shit album.
Yeah. And it's really good. One of my other favorite songs would be Midwestern States. I don't think it's a song that's going to get a lot of, like... I don't think it's going to be a fan favorite, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of connect with the lyrics. It's about a couple who's living in the Midwest states and shit's not going well for them. And the dude's girlfriend's like, you know what? LA's 2 days away. If we drive straight, let's just fucking no brakes. Let's go. And it's just talking about how they're going to get through the Midwest states and get through all of that shit because it's shitty where they're living. And I love it.
The Midwest does suck.
Yeah.
I'm from Ohio. The Midwest, the funniest fucking thing. This one guy, we're doing a current events paper for our Journalism 107 class. And this guy says, I'm going to do a travel one. It's like, okay, where are you traveling to? Cleveland. And I've been to Cleveland, and Cleveland fucking sucks. Cleveland has the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that's it. That's Cleveland. Cleveland has Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and crime.
What if 100% of our listeners are in Cleveland?
You need to get out. You need to leave. That is not a good place. That place has no good vibes.
Place.
No good vibes in Cleveland.
Fucking shit.
You've never been to Cleveland. It's like
No.
It's like the
I don't
Las
know if I
Vegas
want to.
of Ohio. It's shitty.
Yeah, Las Vegas is shitty. I leaned in real close, like, don't you fucking talk shit. But I'll talk shit with you.
I'll talk shit about Las Vegas. I've never been to Las Vegas, but I've been to Los Angeles, and Los Angeles is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life.
They want to drive to LA in this song. Fuck you.
Oh my god, that's a bad idea. Like, I went to LA, and there's like people running around with snakes, and there's like a really aggressive guy that was like in a rabbit suit, like, take pictures and give me tips, bro. And it's just like, And there's also Optimus Prime, and I took a picture of Shrek. So it's not all bad, but it's mostly bad.
Sarah and I were like 50 miles away from LA when we were in Slow this summer.
Stay 100 miles away from that fucking shit.
And I was like,
heap.
should we? No. And we didn't.
That place is Satan's bathroom.
He's got a decent bathroom.
He's got the worst bathroom. He's got like gas station bathroom. Like Minnesota gas station bathroom. Can we name that? Can that be the title of this episode?
Minnesota bathroom.
No, Minnesota gas station bathroom.
All right, go ahead.
Awesome.
Last song I want to touch on, After the Party, which is the name of the album. So, song is name of the album. There you go.
The titular song?
That's all I wanted to say.
Is that really?
No. So
I was going to say, like, that's all you got to let, what?
This song has the best chorus off the whole album. For sure. You know, most choruses kind of have like 2 lines and that's it. They'll repeat the 2 lines.
Yeah.
This song has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines in the song. The chorus is played probably twice and takes up like a minute of the song.
Not even bad.
And I'm just going to read it off because I love it.
All right, man. Go
It
for
goes,
I won't interrupt you.
Everybody wants to get famous, but you just want to dance in the basement. You don't care if anyone is watching, just as long as you stay in motion. We put miles on these old jean jackets just to get caught up in drunk conversations, but after the party, it's me and you.
That's cute.
And I just like that I just love that idea of finishing a party, finishing cleaning up, no one's there, and you just see this one person. Like your best friend, your roommate, your girlfriend, and we're just buddies. Like, no judge, we're gonna hang out. And the chorus, after each, like, 2 line, the guitars just get a little heavier and a little heavier. And on that last line, where he says, after the party, the bass just hits and gets really loud and takes a pause, then hits, then takes a pause and hits. And it feels really intense, but it just makes me go, oh, I want to start headbanging or something. A lot of these songs just sound really good.
You remember, like, last podcast, before we recorded, you said, I'm going to cut down on saying, like.
Fuck you. I hate you.
I love you too, buddy.
Oh,
fuck you too. It's actually but
But
you guys, real quick, my favorite thing in the whole wide world while editing is finding our verbal tics. Chris is like, I say but we both say like a motherfucker.
yeah, I've been trying to cut out, but it's so hard.
It's really hard to just get a flow going, and I'd be like, but like,
but
oh, fucking double whammy on you, motherfucker.
cutting out ums and but ums are fine. Cutting out like in the middle of a sentence is so fucking aggravating. You have to cut it out, then make it not sound choppy, and it's gonna sound choppy. So you just leave it in, then you re-listen, and you
cringe
feel
a little
defeated.
bit.
You're like,
I defeated myself. I played myself, is what I did.
so this album really good.
If you had to give it a rating, let's go on the
11 out of 10.
Hey, I was gonna say the grading scale is like a school, A through F, dummy.
A++.
Damn.
This album is one that's super fun to listen to with friends, super fun to just delve into and pay attention to all the lyrics, because even though some of them are goofy, they can hit you hard, and they sound really good. And this sounds like an album that would be fantastic to hear live. All of the songs sound like they were recorded live, but they don't have the grittiness of a live recorded album. The instruments have a lot of room to breathe, and there's a lot of really good instrumentation too. And I think this is one where no matter what setting and no matter what people you're with, someone will find something to like about this album.
Yeah, I really did like that one Midwest song that you played. I really liked the lyrics and his pacing. I really, really, really don't want this album to go under the radar. With that website I use a lot, chorus.fm. If you want to be on the podcast, just shoot us an email. I'll tell you email at the end of this.
But Jesus
that was like
Christ,
the cringiest shit I've ever said in my entire life.
It's been getting universal praise on that website. Like, I don't think I've seen one bad comment on it.
Do you think it'll crack top 10?
I think it'll crack top 3, honestly.
Damn.
At this point. I mean, I know it's so early in the year, but it's really fucking good. That's all I have to say about Men Singers. I am head over heels. It's gonna be like Modern Baseball was last year, where I got into all of their previous work. I'm gonna do that with Men Singers.
You want to talk about like...
Done.
Damn. You want to talk about like what we did today for a little bit?
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about burgers, but I also want to talk about sleeping, and I don't know how to segue those two things together.
Let's talk about burgers, sleeping, wrap it up.
All right, man. We had burgers right before this podcast. We went to Five Guys. Burgers and Damn. God damn, I was trying to bring the energy down a little bit. Jesus.
I talked about Men Singers. What do you expect?
So we had Five Guys. Chris, what did you have on your burger?
Let's see. Ketchup, mayo, which I normally don't do because I just like the taste of the burger by itself.
All right. That's fair.
I had raw onions, green peppers, and...
You had green peppers on yours?
Yeah, nice. Lettuce and tomato.
I got a regular burger. I don't think I got cheese. No, I didn't get cheese.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey.
They put like 3 slices of cheese on mine.
Oh, wait, no. I did get a cheeseburger.
There you go.
It was super cheesy. They had like really thick American cheese where it's like, it's an actual cheese at this point, not just like yellow cheese substitute like it usually is. The thing is,
when like I just grab American cheese, I'm like, ew. But on a burger, I'm like, yes.
Those two things, again, were made for each other. I got grilled onions, grilled mushrooms, lettuce, tomato, and mayo on mine. So, super good burger, but like, I want to find a really good hole-in-the-wall burger joint, you know?
Yeah.
Like, me and my girlfriend are going to Juicy's on...
They're really good.
Yeah, she said that was like one of her favorite burgers. On Valentine's Day, we're going to Juicy's.
That's what me and Sarah did last Valentine's Day.
Aww.
That's so cute.
Aww.
It's a really good burger and really filling. Definitely expect to wait though, because they do cook it like fresh for you and stuff.
Then I like that because one of my favorite things about big greasy burgers is that they are big greasy burgers. Like, I love that they just stack these like thick thin patties at Five Guys, and they're just like, they taste like home cooked burgers, and that's what I love. I love that they fall apart while you're eating them, like, you know, they just pushed them together and stuff. Yeah. And they have like one of those big burger pressers like you see in the food channel things, and it's just like, I never thought I'd see one of those, but they got a big old burger presser.
And when you get the burger, it's not pretty, but it's pretty because it's a big fat greasy burger.
It's not pretty, but it's pretty good. One of my favorite burgers in the whole wide world was I got this burger in Ohio. It was this hole in the wall joint. Right before we went to I think we saw Star Trek Beyond. That movie kind of sucks. We got this big burger. It was a big, thick, juicy one. It was like one of those burgers that looks like a steak patty. You know? And I got one called the Cyclops, and it was like it was standard burger, and then they put a fucking sunny side up egg on it.
Oh, that's awesome. I've been wanting to try something
It's
like that.
real good. It was real good. Like we should like just get together one day and like grill burgers. That'd be chill during the summer. That'd be chill.
We need next time we get food, we need to find some hole in the wall burger place.
Exactly.
Or I'm taking you to that Chinese place I ate at Friday.
Oh, where's that? What's that place
It's just called Chinese. It's called Taiwanese restaurant. That's literally the name.
For real?
Yeah.
Kill me.
It's right next to GameStop, and I got a plate.
Oh, that place.
Yeah,
I've seen that place for like ever, but I've never gone in.
I got a plate probably literally the size of my stomach, full of chow mein with chicken.
Chow mein.
Yeah, for
Ooh.
$6. $6, and the whole restaurant is run by a wife and a husband, and sometimes they have their kids like in booths, sitting, sleeping, or something, and they're just really, really nice and cute and calm, and I love it.
Isn't that like you can order out there too, right?
Yeah, you can order it like to go and stuff. They don't deliver though. That's why my family hasn't eaten there as much.
All right. I have to try that place because I've been on a kick of like burgers and Chinese.
Yeah, I'm always in the mood for Chinese.
Not bad. And speaking of sleep, I've reached a new ascended level. I got new sheets the other day because I moved out of my room with my brother for a long time, and I had my own room. And then we had somebody move in, and I had to move in with my brother, and he fucked those sheets up. He royally fucked
on those sheets.
I don't know about that, but he fucked those sheets up.
You're sitting on fucked sheets.
I'm probably sitting on like beat off sheets, but it's like that's to be expected.
You gotta come on your sheets.
Yeah, I could like feel that in my soul.
Okay.
It's like, you know when
Continue your story.
it's like it was greasy in the way of like, you know when somebody doesn't like do their sheets bi-weekly and it gets to the point where even if you wash your sheets it still smells like armpit.
Yeah.
Those were my sheets for a solid like 9 months.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I've had it. I'm buying new sheets.
And you did.
And I did, and I felt like an adult because I put some of my fucking money down, and I was like, I'm gonna get some sheets. And I was like, but Mom, can you help me pick those out? Because I'm not an adult yet, like for the real world. I'm not like real world at all. I'm age wise an adult, but I'm going to college and shit. I'm a responsible boy, but I don't have a place of my own. Mm-hmm. So it's like, Mama, can you help me out? She's like, okay, boy. She got one in my favorite color, and it's super soft, and I've never had better sleep.
Can I sleep on your bed with you?
As long as you do it naked.
Okay.
All right.
We're
awesome.
in a closet together, so it's okay.
We just cuddle. Yeah, just come here, Chris. Come here. Just get nice and close to the camera and just start cuddling me, man.
There ain't no fucking camera.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. It hurts. It hurts.
So,
anyway, wrapping up.
If you want to reach us,
we're at the 50-minute mark now. If you want to reach us, we have several methods. Chris, do you want to name those out?
You can email us, all lowercase, mbhapodcast@gmail.com. If you want to listen to us,
no,
well, you
so
already are
let's put up some things.
That doesn't make sense.
If you want to reach us, if you want to ask us a question, if you just want to say hi.
Ask us questions, man. I'm running out of topics.
I'm not. You don't fucking admit
No,
that.
I'm
Hi,
kidding.
episode 7. I'm running out of top. Fuck you. Make us look unprofessional. It's like getting halfway through an album and just be like, I'm just gonna do
the rest
old
of the
songs.
album is just them going.
There's a Bowling for Soup album where they just end by like dicking around and talking for like 5 minutes.
I love it.
It's so stupid. They were making fun of I Want My Baby Back. And it's like, I have a hairy back. Just stupid shit like that.
I hate
it was
it.
so good.
But it would be awesome if you sent us comments, feedback, questions. Just say hi.
Make sure you do it before Tuesdays because that's when we record. Do it like the morning Tuesday.
Yeah,
we'll
just talk about it the next week.
We live West Coast, so do it depending on where you are. Just look up our time zone. Or just do it throughout the week. We'll respond to you on the podcast. We also have a Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter is MBHA_podcast.
Ooh, we're getting fancy. Isn't the Instagram the same thing?
Yes.
So we have email, Facebook. Wait, no, we have... What the fuck? I'm tired. Email, Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud, I guess. We have those 3 methods. We're probably going to get a Facebook page, and we have a very exciting announcement, actually. Actually, we have 2 exciting announcements. First exciting announcement, I referred to a dude earlier in this podcast named Bailey. We're going to be having him on the podcast. He's like your friend, my acquaintance.
Yeah. He'll probably talk a lot about video games.
Video games, hentai, you know.
I would learn something new about Bailey if we talked about hentai.
Oh, God, no. We're going to try to cram 3 dudes in a fucking closet. No, we're not, because that'd be stupid. We barely have room for 2 dudes and a fucking laptop. You popped the motherfucker. I told you. He's playing with silly putty. He's fucking popping it. It's like,
I'm
stop.
sorry.
Stop it.
We
You're
are
ruining
also
this
gonna
podcast.
have a website up by the time this podcast episode is up.
And so it is, again, Tuesday the 7th, February 7th, 2017. We're hoping to have this episode not only edited, but a couple of articles. I'm writing an article about Etrian Odyssey 4 in a series called Games I Love, so look forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is writing something on Guilty Pleasures, but he put that on hold for...
I'm going to write about Men Singers.
He's writing a review on... what's the album called?
After the Party.
After the Party, the new Menzingers album that we just talked about for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you just happen to go into a coma for those 20 minutes, you know.
I got more for you.
So look forward to that. We're trying to expand. We're probably going to get a YouTube channel up and going probably like mid-year, I'd say. You motherfucker! I swear to God, that fuck... Give me it. Give me that fucking putty.
No, I will put it in the case.
No. You lost your putty privileges for the rest of the podcast.
This year is going to be the year of productivity.
Yeah, we're basically just trying to expand and make sure. God fucking damn it!
I closed the case for you.
I will close your soul, bitch.
It's already closed for you.
Ow. Damn, okay. But, you know, spread our legs a little bit throughout social media, make some connections. We'd love to hear from you guys. And if you actually, I want to make this a point. If you want to send us your own music, your own music or your own art for our JPEGs, please make sure you also put your JPEG and a link to your account or something, just to make sure that we know it's you, because we don't want to be posting.
We'll credit you and stuff.
We'll credit you verbally on the podcast and in the description. We'll put a link to your stuff in the description. We'd love to have independent music and independent art on our podcast because we know it's a fucking bummer getting yourself out there. And, you know, I think it's just cool to have questions answered and art and shit up on podcasts that you listen to.
Hell yeah, man.
I remember when I would listen to Nothing Matters, the podcast about things that matter. Still my favorite podcast, even though it's over. I had a couple of questions answered on there, and it was like the coolest feeling in the world. Be like, here's iTunes at yahoo.com, and he has... Don't email that email. That email's dead. I switched over to my current email. But if you want to talk to us, we got an email for it.
Hell yeah.
So, I've been Ike.
And I'm Christian.
And did you know your buddy has a podcast?